cho video我个有多晒准时努力当地也蒙我所什么 festival 上二千能够包一种呢这个能加出的路线我个大到啥是晒的那样蒙 community YouTube TV เนี่ยตอนรงสิงพอสิงมินนิโซตาอันเดนก็นังสิงช่องอีช่วงนี้จะก็ต้องจ่ายใช้มาเที่ยวชัวชัวหลังจากตัวนู้นก็จะก็ไปมุ่งใช้จีจ่ามงวอสลุสามเฟสติวัลช่วงอาเซียนนั่งก็ปล้องน้ำมุดชิดเราลุชาลินดูที่นั่งก็ชานั่งก็ยีจะนั่งมงวอสตัวเจอตัวไปตัว Vice President Kamala Harris ว่าแต่ฉันถ้าต่ออยู่ละชิดตัวตัว President จะต้องไปรู้ได้เชิญอเมริกานะจนจีเรียตอนเดนตัวจีตัวกงเป็นมงวอสลูกกงเชงเท่ากับเดิมไปกูมัวตัวเธอจูเซงสลียาทงในอีเวอร์สนี่ก็ตัวให้รู้เชิงกาเป็นลูกกงเชงแล้วเทียเท่ากับเดิมกูมัวจะเนาะจะจูมงเทียอเมริกาจงนึงตัวให้รู้เชิงกาเป็นมงวอสวิสคอนซินลูกสามเฟสติวัลเทียยันในอีช่วงนี้จีก็ต้องจ่ายได้ไปหมดใช้โอเคต่อ
ยังจงที่他在一种呢จีก็ต้องจ่าย错零速度呢那我们会议论将国家都切了是都特区都路公庆了是被路 7th Annual Hmong Wausau Festival 像那么古种写出来话被末一个国际新出来多公被路公庆被像那也被末是那种也是 United States Senator 我要 Tammy Baldwin 被末 Governor Tony Evers 被末都路特的 Governor Evers 了是 Lieutenant Governor Mandela Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez现在是最新出来被末被到Second Gentleman 我要到前的Vice President Kamala Harris 你要做到对头那多公被路公庆人个的像那有一個正經就可能就嚟就多睇俾你公稱啦，你播係就俾你蒙話 festival 啦，有你公稱用你公稱啦，你公稱話誒叫到睇叫到就俾時中多到路上啦，你即到多公俾上嚟用 share 出嚟就到你處理嘅你嗱就只係咁樣 locally 就 statewide or federally 俾到你用 share 即係 welcome 你多公俾你公稱到上啦呢，或者就帶你到啦。他是路基final 係我做到俾咗 media， 即係俾咗 sponsors， 同埋做咗 vendors， 即係 volunteers， 中途呢，我老到我老公去那出事，我做到 Hmong Twin Cities News， 同埋做 Hmong YouTube 那一樣個，我呢時嚟自己哩，呢時嚟整多 cover 俾老公稱那，呢個為我呢俾在 chat 上到俾老公稱那做中那個中路 community 那，他家哋我呢時嚟做呢，我做到。
Talking the whole time while I can't know.
Yeah, they'll put down.
Em muốn đi.
Cái này có thay này chấm nào nữa.
Behind the radio that once they start the music. She actually runs the largest festival. Mayor Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah, they're still alive. We're in line with. We're together. I think her last is Sona last.
Just reach it.
Don't say those.
We're gonna start. What we'll do is we'll come up here and forth.
All right.
Get out on the lake. Tom Dog. Oh, totally, yeah. He's my okay. She's my older brother. Because my family's fairly old. It's one of the older families. So the vast majority of the Xiong family. I'm going to have everybody else stay here except for Senator Baldwin, Governor Evers, and Governor Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Up here with the second gentleman.
Oh, greetings, sir. Welcome to Wisconsin.
See you again. How are you?
Very exciting.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Hello. Hey, how you doing?
I'm excited.
Oh, my son was in LA.
That's right.
Lieutenant Governor Rodriguez.
That's the plan.
Let's go on.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the page fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gladly streaming. and the rockets regular, the bombers sing in air, give proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ủa giờ tổng mặt kha kia tụi kilo là giờ tôi gì hơn sự kiện từ bên Hmong nhất tổ cho Central Wisconsin trong siêu tập lại câu để qua tí cho governor senator lieutenant governor trên tôi cho nói cho chứ ở mong mò để tôi xin cho lúc xưa hở muốn lung thì cuộc thi bên Hmong Wausau lúc festival muốn nó để tháo ba cái gì sau rồi đại nên xong là cho tù còn trí kiến hoa dân trí kiến đặc anh nhau rộng của trong đó.
My name is Zoma Ka. I am here with Joy Yi Her, who represents the Hmong community of Central Wisconsin. We are pleased to welcome Second Gentleman, Governor, U.S. Senator, Lieutenant Governor, and all the distinguished guests here today. We are wishing that the heavens and God above would only grant all of us victory and good prosperity moving in the future.
It's great to be here in Wisconsin. It's great to be here at the Hmong Festival. This is such an honor to be here. I bring greetings from Vice President Harris, and she says hi to everyone. And soon to be President Harris. And it's just an honor to be here and to celebrate with you. So I raise a glass. Cheers. Thank you very much. Oh. Once again, for the fifth time I've been here, this is a wonderful, wonderful event celebrating the Hmong history, culture, and the economic development that they provide the state of Wisconsin. So let's celebrate one another.
Thank you. I am delighted to join you. This is my first time to be at the Wausau Hmong Festival. I am so honored to be here, but it's not my first time visiting with the Hmong community here in the Wausau area and elsewhere around the state. We bring so much culture, tradition, and make Wisconsin a better state for being here.
This is Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, and I am so excited to be here. This is my second time, and it just keeps getting bigger every time I come here and more exciting. So I couldn't be happier to be here, and I think this is going to be a wonderful festival. So thank you for having me.
Anyone, anyone here, so just like if you could sit on the third table
Ok rồi, vấn đề là cái trong việc rằng vô lọ hay lỗ nó cái họ chờ đi và cái trong lịch sử cái tin ra sẽ được nhớ trong lúc trí nó là giờ này và sơn du kia cái hợp cho xử lý trên này còn rồi cho cô tốt cho và tổng mất cho vấn trả trong kỳ thái lúc tới lúc cháu để biết thì họ tổng tốt trong tay nó tới chờ này cho để cho chị sẽ được dọn sửa ở bên cái nhỏ hợp lý trí sẽ cần trâu và trên này còn là giờ cho cô tốt cho tôi cho biết được chưa? Ok, đây sẽ được rồi. Đâu có nói là giờ, chỉ là con nó ở trong đâu và xong nó bây nhớ trâu nó vào sổ nó bây mua lúa ok ta cá và mua lúa mong vào sổ festival nhớ trâu xong nó gì giờ đi nói vì mua khâu vật gì là giờ nó cho cô tốt cho nên cũng mua trâu bán trà trong một cuộc lúc tết lúc chờ giờ đi nó cao cô cổng tiền đó CIA nó chữ America giờ đi chơi cho tàu bây trồng Hmong tôi trâu tết chơi America nó giờ đi nó bây chơi tàu bỏ lúc tết chơi và mừng nhớ trâu trong tết nó giờ đi nó bây chơi cứ chơi ti chơi để chơi gì cái trồng nó mới phải sang nhớ trâu tết chơi America nó là giờ Wisconsin nó bây我原讲从各种检查检治，每一件事来也当地，这里呢，侬呢，个要保护，保要给种梦做做好梦我说，为是我呢，个做得做好，做得做用，做个马去的，对路去的，个要地台，对呀配呀只用种了种一个，个被种梦侬呢，做大几，个三只猫只家只三只路。giờ là nó bị trồng mông của các trâu nữa chỉ này còn nữa cái giờ trồng từ cái bị sẽ được số lượng số tù nhớ trồng lúc nào trồng ta kỳ nên là giờ bị và mua tiền trong đó in học kỳ sơ xia cô trâu xử lý bị mua ít tù tuổi thơ xử lý tiền sơ kỳ cho bị tết chậm gì cả nó xử lý vui phát sinh và khảo là tụt gì là giờ trâu cho nó chậm gì cả thì cho được yếu tố hay lùi sơ xia cô trò bên nó nọ cho nên là bên qua tiền đó sơ xia cô trò thì quay nên nó bên trong địa sản trò đi về tới gì lên có tham gì kia trò tôn xài kia bên nụ nhớ trò mong American Center bây trong xe kia tại tòa này ý trong nó chữ America kia cho cô tốt cho cái speaker của tôi hay lù sau xe cô cho bây trong mong nhớ cho họ mong vào sổ festival nhớ cho sung nó bây ở đây sẽ được trâu nữa tụi tiền gì mua bây giờ để sáng nhớ cho họ nó nên sẽ được tua là bây giờ trong này để xong nó đi cho công bây tôi mua ở này bây xong ta đi nó bây ở đây sẽ được trâu là chân được bây giờ để sáng nữa cho con nó là thâu cho đó xử lý bây giờ để sáng cô sẽ chỉ là nhớ cho con nó ra cho chân nó cho hòa bây nhớ trong nó bây tại tòa này ít trong tu là tu lúa số phần này xử lý cho trung điểm bàn anh tàu cắt to là giờ tiền xóa giờ nên chúng tôi sau khi cô đầu bây mong vào sổ về chỉ vào là giờ bây cổ mong American Center nhớ cho xong nó thì bây ở đây sẽ được cho nên tôi sẽ để sĩ nhé tôi ba đầu bây trong mong nhớ cho nó là tiền gì bây giờ để sáng ra cho là cho chữ sẽ được nhau nó xử lý mong cùng hậu bây giờ đi tụi tiền gì mỗi ít gì giờ đi nó bây lù làm gì này nó nên sẽ được tôi nông nó tôi đỡ tôi rong tôi cá tôi hú má chỉ được tiền thôi chỉ được tờ can tôi ta kỹ một trò nó sành để cho giá trồng đu nên một ba một chỉ một đỡ một rong một cả tàu la tàu cả ta không chọn phần này tôi sẽ một số ba chọn chỉ của nên sẽ được trồng.
Ladies and gentlemen, the leader of Wisconsin, please welcome the Governor, Tony Evers.
Good morning, everybody. It's an honor to be here today, and help kick off another incredible year of the Hmong Wausau Festival. This is now my 5th time here as governor, and each year it's a privilege to be here to celebrate it with you. First and foremost, I want to recognize the incredible work done every year by the organizers of this event, including the Hmong American Center, Central Wisconsin Convention and Visitors Bureau, and the City of Wausau. I also want to thank many vendors, the volunteers, the performers for offering their time, energy, and talents to be here, as well as all the visitors who have traveled from near and far for this really important weekend event. This festival is a fantastic display of Hmong heritage, culture, tradition, and a tremendous opportunity for folks of all backgrounds to come together and celebrate what makes Hmong community such an integral part of the fabric of the state of Wisconsin. Celebrating and uplifting the accomplishments and contributions of Hmong Wisconsinites has been a central focus of our administration these last several years. We declare Hmong Lao Veterans Day in 2021, and we're lowering the flags every year since May 14th. This year I signed the bill to ensure that Hmong veterans can have their veteran status displayed on their driver's license or their IDs. And I'll always be proud to do my part to make sure Hmong veterans have the respect, the appreciation, the support they have rightly earned and deserve. Thank you so much, folks. Over the years, I've seen firsthand the incredible work being done by our Hmong small business owners and community service organizations. And through several of our state-led grant programs that the money came from the Biden administration, I've been very proud to direct millions of dollars to support these organizations and small business owners' long-term success and impact. And finally this year, I signed a bipartisan bill requiring schools to include education on contributions of the history among Americans and Asian Americans in the great state of Wisconsin. By signing this bill, we're ensuring that histories and the stories of the Hmong community are part of the state curriculum for generations to come. I'm really happy that all we've been able to accomplish over these last 5 years, but I know our work is far from over, which is why attending and celebrating this event is so important. These events remind us that diversity makes us stronger, and with thousands of attendees making their way here this weekend, it's that events like these bring communities and people together in the best way. So thank you, and now before I go, I would like to invite Executive Director Xiong up here to present a certificate, one right here, on behalf of my office, recognizing this year's Hmong Wausau Festival and the incredible impact this event has on the local community.
Thank you, Governor Evers. Can we just give him another round of applause, please? Governor Evers, thank you. Please, let's all welcome United States Senator Tammy Baldwin.
And I am so delighted to be here. I want to take a moment to thank Neng Xiong for all your incredible work. The staff, the volunteers, the organizing committees who worked tirelessly to make this weekend a reality. And before I got up on stage, Yilang taught me one word in Hmong, Wausau. Wausau, everybody here. I am thrilled to join you for the 7th annual Hmong Wausau Festival. And the energy here really is truly contagious. From the traditions, the cuisine, art, music, sports, this festival truly exemplifies the rich cultural history of the Hmong community here in Wisconsin. And Wisconsin is so proud to be home to one of the largest populations of Hmong in the country. Our state has long held a special bond with Southeast Asian communities. Many of the Hmong people found refuge in Wisconsin after fighting along the U.S. in the Vietnam and Laotian civil wars. To those here today who served or had a family member who served, thank you for your bravery, your service, and your sacrifice. Our country owes you a debt of gratitude, and it's high time we recognize the immeasurable contributions of the Hmong people during the Vietnam War. That is why I will continue to fight alongside you to pass my Hmong Congressional Gold Medal Act and deliver these awards to the heroes who earned them. It is because of those contributions that our country and state are what they are today. So this weekend we celebrate. We celebrate the Hmong businesses that keep our economy moving forward. We celebrate the vibrant traditions that bring our communities together. And we celebrate building a strong road to success for the next generation. There is certainly more work to be done. We must continue, as the governor said, to teach history in our schools and to learn from the past and about the past and understand the experiences of all communities that have helped shape our state. Together, we will build a stronger Wisconsin. And again, I thank you for having me here, and I hope everybody continues to enjoy the rest of this festival.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's all give him a great Wausauian welcome. Let's all stand up. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome onto the stage the 2nd gentleman of the United States, Doug Hmong.
Well, hello, Wisconsin! I think my wife was just here a few days ago. So it is really great to be here, and thank you, Yi, for organizing this incredible, amazing event. And thank you for having me at the Hmong Wausau Festival. My first time. You've heard from my very good friends, Governor Evers, who I get to see him behind the scenes. He's even better than this, behind the scenes, doing the work for all of you here in Wisconsin. And our good friend, Senator Baldwin, thank you. I think I met you when my wife was running for Senate, and you endorsed her when she was Attorney General, and you were supporting her then, and we came out here in 2018 to support both of you when you were running, and we've gotten to know each other really, really well, and we need to send her back United States Senate. And I also want to recognize and thank the Hmong Lao veterans we have here today. Please rise again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your service and for your commitment to protecting freedom. We really appreciate it. Well, how did I get here? Well, my great-great-grandparents came here from Poland, fleeing persecution. And now I stand here 125 years later as the first second gentleman of the United States. And we know that is not just my story. That is a story of so many families here today and so many families across our great nation. And it's also the story of my wife, Kamala Harris. She is the children of immigrants. And I've heard her talk so many times about her mother, who came to the United States from India alone. As a 19-year-old, she was a student. And her mother, and I never got to meet her, but I feel like I know her through everything that Kamala has told me about her. And she had two missions in life. One, to cure cancer, and two, to raise her daughters, Kamala and Maya. And one of those daughters, just with that background, is now the Vice President of the United States and maybe the next President of the United States. It's an amazing country. That is our country. That is America. And that's who we are. Now, as second gentleman, I've seen firsthand the way the Asian American and Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander communities are moving this country forward. I've heard from community leaders all across the country about their work towards so many of the goals that we all share. Investing in economic development, tackling the climate crisis, empowering women, and much, much more. Now, being second gentleman turned out to be a pretty amazing gig. I've traveled to South Korea. I've traveled to the Philippines. I've traveled to Japan. I've traveled to Thailand. I've gotten to see the world. And I've been told I have to get back to Japan and Thailand for the Hmong New Year's Festival, I heard. Yeah. So here at home, I've also been focused on fighting hate. Hate of all kinds, including hate against Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. And as some of you may have heard and may have seen when she was here, Kamala and I have had a very busy week. It's not even been a week, but on Sunday, we all witnessed a stunning act of patriotism by our great President, Joe Biden. As always, throughout his entire career, Joe Biden put his country first. And make no mistake, President Biden is going to go down as one of the most consequential presidents in our history. I am still in awe of his courage and commitment to our democracy. But the funny thing is, you all probably heard about his announcement before I did. I didn't have my phone on me when it happened. I was with some friends grabbing coffee in Los Angeles. I'd gone there to see my parents and my son and his wife. And a friend of mine showed me his phone with the announcement, and I said, I gotta go. So I ran to the car. I think my agents were trying to figure out what was going on and followed me, and there was my phone in the car, and I think there were, I don't know, 20 messages. Call Kamala, call Kamala, call Kamala. And she said, where were you? I need you. And I said, well, she said, all right, well, look, the president called me, you saw the news, let's get to work. Let's get to work and earn this nomination, and we need to unite our party, we unite our country and move us forward. And that was our conversation last Sunday. It's now Saturday, and that's what we've been doing for this past week, and that is why I'm right here in Wisconsin today. There it is, thank you. And I think there's a reason why the party coalesced around her in just a day or two. I think there's a reason that over 100,000 new volunteers have signed up to help her campaign. It's because we've seen a leader emerge. We've seen somebody emerge that people have faith in, that people believe in. They've seen her leadership as vice president. They've watched her and Joe Biden lift this country out of the depths of COVID and economic despair and made the United States the envy of the world, which it always rightfully is. A lot has changed since Biden-Harris administration took over in early 2021. I remember being here in Wisconsin in those early days. Businesses were still recovering. We were just trying to come out of COVID. In fact, Dr. Biden and I visited one of the vaccination clinics here. And now look where we are now. Over 15 million new jobs. Wages are rising faster than inflation. Small businesses have more access to capital. And that's because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's leadership. And now we need to move forward. We need to move forward. We need to build on that progress. And in that spirit, I want to take a moment to talk about my wife Kamala Harris and her vision for the future. It's a future where everyone has a place. It's an America for everyone, not just for some of us. It's a future that fulfills our nation's promise to protect our rights and freedoms, not take them away. It's a future that builds up the middle class and small businesses instead of tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations. It's a future that protects our environment instead of catering to big oil. It's a future with fewer guns on our streets and more books in our schools. It's a future where everyone can have access to affordable health care and retire with dignity that they deserve. It's a future where we're not divided by hate. It's a future where we're united by a shared vision of our country, a shared vision of equality and opportunity for all of us, not just some of us. So this is just some of the vision for America's future for my wife Kamala Harris. And it's a vision that's born of her values as a person. So let me tell you a little bit about that person. The Kamala Harris that I know and love, and I get to see a little bit behind the scenes each and every day. You may know, or not, we met on a blind date about 11 or 12 years ago. I was a lawyer. I had a client in the office, and the client said something like, "Are you single?" at the end of a 1-hour meeting. And she said, "I think you and my best friend will probably get along with each other." She saw that you're both lawyers. She could tell we both cared about our communities. We were both fighters. We both stick up for people. And a week later, I went on a blind date with the Attorney General of California. And I will say it was love at first sight. We connected. We had a passion for the law, but we also had a hatred of bullies. We had a hatred of people who picked on other people. And both of us, we learned right on that first date, is that we spent a lifetime, but also made it a career as lawyers, of sticking up for other people. And we, even on our first date, by the end of that night, we were talking about our future. And maybe not this part, but we were talking about our future as a couple and how this might work. And what we both knew was that we wanted to be together and do it together. And over the last decade, she's not just been an amazing partner to me, but a loving parent to 2 kids named Cole and Ella. From day one, she's been present, nurturing, and fiercely protective of them. My daughter Ella just posted on Instagram, "I love my 3 parents." I could not say it better. Whether it was officiating recently at our son Cole's wedding or flying cross-country through the night to make it to Ella's graduation, Kamala's always been there for them. So trust me, there's no one you want fighting more for your kids than Kamala Harris. The Kamala I know is strong and passionate. She stands up for what she believes in and she never backs down from a fight. But she understands that public service isn't self-service. It's not about her or her opponent, really. It's, no matter what kind of weird stuff they keep saying. Public service is about you. It's about us. It's about delivering results for the American people and standing up for our rule of law and our democracy and our freedoms. That's what it's about. And good news, folks, we have an election in about 100 days. So the best way that we can preserve our freedom, move our country forward, continue this progress, is at the ballot box. So that's why it's so important for everyone here and in this community to register to vote. It doesn't even matter who you vote for. That's what they fought for. That's what this country is all about. To preserve our democracy, you need to participate in it. So first, go out and register to vote. Get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know to register to vote. 1. And then you got to make your voices heard. So if you believe in, like I said, a country that values everyone, that values freedom, our rights, and moving forward, then take a look at voting for my wife, Kamala Harris. I would appreciate that. But by the way, these elections are all close. We know we're going to have to earn this. We know they're always going to be close. And we know they're always close right here in Wisconsin, right, Senator, right, Governor? And we also know that this community right here could decide the election in this state, which could decide the election, the entire election. So you have the power right here in this Hmong community. You have more power than you realize. Your coming together as a community could really dictate the results of this election. We're 100 plus days, about 100 from election day. 100 days from deciding the future of our country. So get out there and register and vote for the future that you want and the future in which we all belong. Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor.